Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Path to Success Show with your host, Jacob Januzzi. And today I wanted to talk about risk. And risk is very important when it comes to life in general. I said I was going to talk about this in a previous episode when I talked about trusting the process and patience. And taking that risk, taking any type of risk in your life will be huge. So, for example, if you are on the edge of trying something, if you're trying to learn something new, if you're trying to, say, speak a new language, try something like when I attempted rollerblading and I actually enjoyed it. If I hadn't taken that risk of rollerblading, if I hadn't, told myself, hey, try it out, let's see how good this can get, instead of saying, oh, this is going to go terrible. I asked myself, how much better can this get? Let's do this. Let's love it. And let's see how much better I can get. Let's see the progress. Let's see what I can do. And sure enough, over time, I got better. And I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't taken that risk. And that's why risk is so much more important, not only in business, but in your personal life, because that's the only way you're going to grow. We're born, and our family, we live under a family and everything, and we grow up not taking too many risks. Most of us grow up in a family that tell you, oh, don't do that, don't do this, don't get hurt. You don't want to do this, you don't want to take that risk. And of course they love you, and of course they want the best for you. But if you're not able to take that risk, you'll never be able to experience it yourself. You'll never be able to, everyone reacts differently to a multitude of different things. And just because they reacted differently to a certain situation doesn't mean you're going to react the same. They could do one thing and hate it, and you could do the same exact thing and love it. And that's why taking that risk and just doing it anyway, hey, if someone tells you not to do something, be like, hey, I love you, I respect your answer, and I know you want the best for me, but I'm sorry. Take it however you want. I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm sorry. Don't even be sorry about it. Just do it and take that risk. And, just don't be disrespectful about it towards your family. That's your family. But there comes a point where you have to take that risk. You have to take that move out of the state. You have to move out of the family's home and venture off on your own. You have to take that risk in business. You never know how much better it's going to get. You look at different things in life and you see how other people have so much regret. And that's probably one of the worst things to have, is regret in life. And if you live a life where you're too scared to do something and you can't take a risk, and oh, what if this happens? Or what if this happens? That's not necessarily a life worth living. You're practically living in fear. And that's the video I made last week about fear. If you don't want to take that risk, or if you keep saying this what if, and you don't know this and you don't know that, and you're living in fear. And if you can't understand that, it's going to be tough for you to really take that, to grow and take that growth step that I've talked about many times before. That risk, taking the risk factor, is what can very easily take you to where you want to go, or at least get you to know yourself a lot more. If you take that risk and you try something that you never tried before, and you're taking a risk and you're like, oh, hey, I actually like this. Well, you wouldn't have known if you didn't take that risk. So, if you, I don't know if I should leave, I don't know if I should go, I don't know if I should move, do it. What's the worst that's going to happen? You're not hurting anybody. You're practically not hurting yourself physically. And what's the worst that's going to happen? Anything happens, you go back to where you were. If not, you work and you figure it out. That's the whole point of taking that risk. Now, let's not think too negatively. Say everything works out. Let's be optimistic. Then the sky's the limit. The opportunities are endless. You're going to sit back and be like, wow, like I said in my last episode, I should have started sooner. I wish I had done this quicker. I don't know why it took me so long. Why did I lose part of my life stressing whether it was going to be worth it or not? Whether I should do it or not? Whether I'm going to get hurt or not? That's not how you should live your life, and you shouldn't be sitting there being like, oh, let me sit at home, let me play it safe, this, that. Keep yourself safe, of course, but don't stray away from risks. Anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, just do it. Please, just do it. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and I'll be coming out a new video every week. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.